Hey guys, you're now watching Sprightly Kid, and today this video is a squishy makeover, but it's a little different. So let's talk for a little bit. So, for a second, I thought that I could post a picture of my squishy collection, the squishies that I haven't redecorated yet. Post a picture of it and ask you guys which ones you most wanted to see. But the YouTube company disabled the comments because I'm a kid. So instead, I decided to ask my mom which squishies she wanted to see the most or highly requested by her. So this video's makeover are the squishies highly requested by my mom. So first squishy is this cupcake, and this was hand requested by my mom. This is the Karina Garcia squishy kit, so it's peeling off. And second choice that she said was this ice cream cone. This is not the original squishy. I painted it last time, but I want to make it over again because it's kind of worn out. So here are the victims, and let's jump into squishy roasting. So this ice cream cone, before I painted it, this was a panda ice cream cone, so I cut off the ears and cut off the air pods, and it's cracking all over the place. I put this initial at the bottom. There were sprinkles on the white drips, but I removed them. There's like this pink thing at the cone. This was a rainbow ice cream, but it's finally time to fix it. So let me see what I could do with this. So these lines and circles, they're kind of bulging out, and they might show through when I paint the squishy. So I'm just gonna chop all of this off with my scissors. So because I have a different idea, and this is not going to work with my plan. So we just have to cut all of this out. Wait, I'll be right back. Now all the wavy lines are cut off, and now time to chop off all the circles. So when I painted this, I thought the design looked nice, but now it's very worn out. So let's give this a makeover again. So I'm just gonna sort of chop off all the little circles. Ow! My hand hurts, but it kind of hurts because this is kind of harsh. So I'm just gonna now paint is kind of peeling off. So I'm just okay. So I have this like initial at the bottom, and again it's gonna sort of bulge when I start the paint job. So we have to chop off my initials as well. So once the entire so I thought about ditching these white drips, but it's like in the middle of everything. It's in there. So the drips are here to stay. So I'm just gonna now I'm gonna take my glow paint and start covering the entire squishy with this glow paint. And use a popsicle stick to smooth that paint out. So I'm just gonna cover the rough areas of this squishy, and I'm gonna stand it up a little bit. Wow, this one kind of looks like a drip. So I'm just gonna fill in the other areas of paint with paint. Those ears and AirPods that I cut off on the panda ice cream a long time ago. While I'm at it, I'm actually also gonna seal those in as well. So we're just gonna do that. So about the cupcake. Again, this came from the Karina Garcia kit. The design of it is like orca or killer whale thing. And the cupcake color is gray. Not sure if it's a good idea. And the liner is also orca. So first step is to peel off all of that old dead skin. And now that the squishy has been skinned, well, not all of it, but just enough. Since the DIY squishies are so smooth and that the paint is not gonna stick and end up peeling off, I'm gonna use some sandpaper to give the foam some texture so that the paint will stick and never come off ever again. Now it's time to start on the real paintboard. So I'm grabbing some iridescent galaxy paint and I'm just gonna start painting on this color straight from the bottle's mouth so that it lays on real thick. I'm just using the paint to spread it, a popsicle stick, to spread it over the entire cupcake liner. It kind of looks gray to me though. Let this to dry. Now I'm just gonna fill in the so it's still looking pretty lumpy. So let's do this again. So I'm just gonna fill in, do a second coat of all of this, and then just spread it over with a popsicle stick so that it's easier to spread it instead of a paintbrush. So if you use a paintbrush, you just apply it there and it goes very thin. And once you try to apply it thickly, the bristles get clogged up. So it's best to use a popsicle stick for this cupcake. And wait, there's one thing I forgot. There's like a hole here. So I'm just gonna use some scrap memory foam and try to fill in that gouge with it, and I'm gonna try to cut it into pieces and stuff, and I'm gonna try to make sure that it tries to fit nicely so that it doesn't start falling out. So when at the time that I made this squishy, I didn't know that there was an air bubble there. Wait, I took it out, and I need to sand it a little bit more. More skin peeling off. So I made up this song. One little two, one little fours, one little twos, one little twos, and one little two, one little fours, one little twos. Okay, so back to the hole. I'm gonna try to make sure that that piece of foam fits, and once it fits, I'm gonna take a random color of paint and start filling over that hole area. And make sure that I don't get out the foam so that it looks so that it looks good. I don't know how to explain it, but so I'm just using a random color of paint to cover that hole with the foam. Start putting some paint over those white drips because they have sprinkle scars on them. And then I'm just gonna use a paintbrush to spread out the paint. So for the rough area in the cone, I said that already. I'm sorry if you can't see it because the cone's kind of tall. So I'm just gonna, in that rough area, I'm just gonna put a very thick layer of paint. Okay, so back to the cupcake, who's just been sitting there for the whole time, I think. I'm gonna use a brown. And paint on the cake color with it. So, I'm just gonna start here. And paint on my cake color. Now time to let this to dry. So now that the cake color is dry, it's time for the fun part, the frosting. So I've did a sketch and I've divided into 4 parts. So this is gonna be a citrus fruit themed cupcake. So the green part is gonna, so the citrus fruits, you think there might be only 3, but there's 4 citrus fruits. So here we've got lime, orange, lemon, and grapefruit. So this green thing is gonna be the lime, obviously. So I'm just painting that on. So I'm actually a really huge, so the paint that I'm using for this is the matte paint, and I've used this before, but I have to say that I really am a fan of it. I think it's better than the slick paint. So next fruit, the grapefruit. So before doing this makeover, I thought of so many ideas for the frosting and the cupcake liner. So I eventually decided to make it into a citrus fruit theme. What does the galaxy color have to do with the theme? I do not know. But you know. And now time for the orange. I think this is, so I have to say about this is a really great idea. So that because the frosting is not just one solid color, because I feel like the cake color, painting on the simple color for the cake, the cupcake liner, and then a solid color frosting and sprinkles would be too plain. So I decided to go with the citrus fruit theme instead, and I'm gonna tell you what this probably will taste like. It will probably taste like a combo of grapefruit, oranges, and lemons. Oranges taste good. Lime and lemon are sour, and I don't know about grapefruit. I guess it's okay, but mixing them together, they're all citrus fruits, but I don't know what they will taste like. So I don't know what it will taste like mixing them together. So I hope that it's not bad, you know. And now the orange is done, and time to paint the lemon. So this is the brightest of all of the, I messed it up a lot. I messed it up. So this is like the brightest color among the other three colors. So now I'm gonna start painting the details of the cake. So I'm just gonna start with the outside of the fruit, that thing on the slice. Okay, what do you call that thing? I think it's called the rind. Yeah, let's go with that. So I'm sorry if I didn't show it. So I'm just gonna paint on the rind of this lime and also the other citrus fruits. Lime done, time to move on to the next fruit. So about mixing these colors, I've tried mixing these colors to make them look like the darker version of the color, but they end up just looking really weird. I tried mixing some of that paint from with that color, but still didn't work. But that's okay because it's not on the entire squishy though. I actually like bright colors better than dark colors. But if you like dark colors, then you're welcome. The orange, the rind of the orange kind of looks like a caramel. Well, I don't know why. I tried mixing some black into the orange again, and then I tried to cover it to try to mix some of the orange, but still didn't work. And now I'm just gonna paint on the rind of the yellow. I'm just gonna mix this color first. There we go. So I decided not to add too much of the black there because when I mix yellow with black, I'm expecting just a darker shade of yellow, but instead it just looks like diarrhea, and it's not a good thing. So hold on. And now I'm just gonna add one more detail. So I'm gonna use a white and then use the dotting tool to paint on some seeds. So lemon seeds are tiny. You know how all citrus fruits have those white seeds going on. So I'm just trying to be realistic here. So while I'm painting this design, I'm actually really starting to like it right now. It actually looks really good. I've never made a citrus fruit theme before, so I'm impressed with it. So now I'm gonna start with the cone, but I'm not gonna paint on a regular color. I've already done the bottom for the rough area, by the way. There's like, in ice cream shops, there's like these dark colored cones, you know, those. So the reason why I wanted to do this in particular is that because I wanted to make this into a Neapolitan ice cream. So the dark cone will kind of work well with the Neapolitan theme. Like those Neapolitan ice cream sandwiches is you know And oh, by the way, we're actually starting to clean up this mess that I've made right here. So let me talk about the original design. So again, I did not, that was not really the original. I just painted it. But I put on the white base coat, but I was too freaking impatient, so I put on the colors on top of it, and then it started mixing. So this time I'll be patient with the design. I'll just wait for everything to dry, those kind of stuff. And now I'm gonna paint the edge on the cone. I felt like I did not do that when I first painted it. Here's my cone, and time to let it to dry. So now that the cone is dry, I'm gonna start the fun part, which is the ice cream. So I'm just gonna put down a white base coat because the colors that I'm gonna be, because the Neapolitan colors that I'm gonna be painting on the ice cream are actually lighter than the ones on the design that I painted before. So base coat, so we could get away with one coat of the Neapolitan ice cream so that we don't have to build up a million layers, to get even coverage. Boy. Okay, killed off the white matte paint. And now I'm just gonna move on to white slick paint now. Ouch. Ooh. So I've squirted out my white paint. And now I'm just gonna start spreading out the white paint with the popsicle stick. So here again, here's why with the slick paint here's why I use a popsicle stick and then a paintbrush, because this is slick paint and that's very glossy and it's very thick. And for that you need a popsicle stick. And the matte paint, it's very thin. And you can use a paintbrush for that. So I'm just gonna, oops. Wait. Hold on. Now I'm gonna start on the actual ice cream now that the base coat is all done. So, like I said, I'm making a Neapolitan ice cream. So we have chocolate. So if you don't know what Neapolitan is, we have chocolate and then vanilla and strawberry ice cream. 3 ice cream flavors in 1 container. So that's what Neapolitan is. And now here's the, oops, wait. Here's the vanilla scoop. Yeah, so the vanilla is definitely the lightest color of the Neapolitan theme. So thank God I actually put on a white base coat. But then I decided, no, this paintbrush isn't right for me. Now time for the strawberry scoop. So I originally was gonna do a metallic ice cream with iridescent paint, but then I decided that was gonna be too busy. So I decided for a Neapolitan theme instead. So these are the finished results. I really like them a lot. And the citrus fruit cupcake, I really like it. I really like how the citrus fruit theme went well. So here it is. Cupcake one. And a Neapolitan ice cream. I also really like how the Neapolitan theme went well. And I like how the cone color works with the Neapolitan theme. I feel like I would have not liked it that much if I painted it a regular cone color. So this was the right detail. So I hope you guys enjoyed this makeover video. Remember to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching Sprightly Kid, and bye. Bye.